Can you all hear me?
Yeah.
Great.
Yes.
Just wanted to make sure. I was just trying to do a quick sound check. Okay, great. I'll go back on mute.
Good morning and greetings to students, staff, family, partners, alumni, and guests. Welcome to the first virtual ceremony for Europe National Capital Region's graduating class of July 2020. My name is Arnell Morgan Bean, Employment Placement Manager, and I will serve as your MC for this momentous occasion. Thank you all for being here today as we celebrate our graduates who have all shown tremendous grit through unprecedented times. And still, they rise. Today, we are celebrating our 28th graduating class and have an hour packed with celebration, achievements, and recognition of students who have shown grit through an unforeseen time. I thank you all for being here today as we celebrate taking a step closer to close the opportunity divide. As the ceremony progresses, students feel free to use the chat box and reactions as we celebrate you all. I have the pleasure of introducing Managing Director and former Executive Director for the National Capital Region. Please welcome Ghislaine St. Just.
Good morning, everyone. Arnell, as always, when I hear you sing, I get all emotional, and I had to change my remarks in the last moment because yes, still I rise. Still we rise. Still we rise. Still we rise. Congratulations to the students, and particularly I want to address my congratulations today to this fantastic team, the team of Year Up National Capital Region, who continues to be best in class despite all the odds. And so this morning, I welcome you in a spirit of shalom. Shalom is a concept of peace, but not a peace that says an avoidance of conflict or an avoidance of confrontation. Shalom that says that when we are faced with confrontation, all the isms of the world, including the opportunity divide, that we choose to take it spot on. And as Congressman Lewis said, being willing to get in good trouble so that still we rise and create a more just America for all. That's what this ceremony is about. That is what we're celebrating today. And I just want to let you know how deeply touched I am to be a part of this celebration. And I bid you greetings on behalf of our wonderful board, on behalf of our national team, and on behalf of all the partners who are in the audience. I understand that we're starting to have a capacity issue, so you're all about to bring down the house in your process of rising, and to just join all the voices in saying congratulations and well done. We have seen a lot of changes in the National Capital Region over the past few months. And again, the theme of Still I Rise, we're seeing, we've always said we wanted to be an exporter of talent. And so we still have team members that are rising up in the movement to take on additional roles. I want to congratulate Deidre Boykin, who used to be our site director for Woodbridge and helped the launch of Micron with Manassas, who is now going to be the regional director for admissions and enrollment in Florida and Georgia. So Deidre, if you're out there, well done and congratulations. And notice that I didn't say well done, I said well done. I want to congratulate Dwayne Reed as he takes on the responsibilities for being site director for Baltimore/DC and leading the DC launch. I know we're in good hands. I want to say congratulations to Lisa Wiley as she is taking on the site director for Woodbridge and Manassas. I know she'll continue a long legacy that Deidre is leaving behind of excellence. And then I also want to celebrate our very own Whitley Denson, who was our senior program manager and now is going to go be a director in an alternative delivery channel leading the Philadelphia team. So all of us are rising together. Congratulations to all of you. So excited to be part of this ceremony. In particular, gratitude to our wonderful board, our partners, and everyone that is in this fight with us every day, willing to get in good trouble, shaking up the system that is permeating this opportunity divide so that, again, we can all live to the ideal of a more just democracy. Congratulations, and Arnell, I turn it over to you.
Thank you, Guy, for those encouraging words. I'd now like to take this time to thank our college partner, Northern Virginia Community College. Local partners, national sponsors, national community partners, and our local advisory board. Again, thank you to all of our partners. Because of your dedication and commitment to the mission, we all still rise. Over this past year, we have built a community and a network that we hope the students will carry on throughout the rest of their professional journey. Next, we will hear from students who were nominated to represent their learning community by providing a reflection of their year up journey. First, we will hear from Nikhil Gilbert representing the Empower Learning community.
Why Brianna?
My name is Nikhil Gilbert, and I'm a graduate of July 2020 Europe class. I'm here speaking on behalf of the Empower Learning community. Before I start, I want to take the time to thank my family, yes, my family, for giving me this opportunity. I want you all to know it really means a lot. Your limitation is your imagination. Before I joined Europe, I was living life day by day, just living in the present. I knew what I wanted in myself in life, and more than anything, I knew I wanted to be successful. I just didn't know how I was going to get there. There was no plan to my success. I enrolled into a local community college, majoring in IT, where there were very long lectures and monotone professors that really demotivated me to pursue a college degree. I soon heard about the Euro program from one of my mom's coworkers who graduated from the program, and she told me that I should look into it. I wanted to look into it, but something in me was imagining me going through the whole process and just not being good enough. I thought about it for a little more time and decided to go through the process. I was really looking forward to it because the interview, because I was actually accomplishing something. I started to get cold feet days before the interview, so I decided to reschedule. Repeatedly overthinking everything, imagining me not being able to answer interview questions and just freezing up. I was holding myself back from my true potential, my real potential. Not anyone else, just me. All the imagining, overthinking, and procrastination was all for nothing. My interview went really great. Does anyone else remember what the first week was like? Because I do. Realizing that it was really a different learning environment than others I attended. You get to know such a great diverse group of people in different races, cultures, religions, and some just like me. It really was a big deal for me, and I knew that I couldn't let this opportunity just pass by. I always tried to get myself involved as much as possible, even if it was just asking or answering a question. I think I started doing so often that my teammates made a little joke with me that lasted throughout the entire program. By the end of the first week, I knew that I would lead this program with some long-lost friends. There was an exercise that we did that I'm not going to talk too much about. It made me realize that my imagination is something that really can stop me from being a better me. I knew that I no longer could live my life based on my thoughts and my imagination. It's all about action. Week one went so well for me, I ended up being week one's professional of the week. Throughout our learning and development phase, I learned a lot not only about information technology, being a business professional, but I also learned a lot about myself. I learned that I'm a big people's person, I'm not scared to try new things, and I sometimes can be a voice for a big group. I started to live by your values in my everyday life. Do y'all remember our core values? Respect and value others, build trust, be honest, be accountable, and engage in embracing diversity, striving to learn, work hard, and have fun. Y'all better remember that. Do you feel like all the busy days, sleepless nights, and study sessions paid off? Because I do. Look at where we are today. I feel like if it wasn't for the hard days where we had to go through each other, push each other really hard, we wouldn't be the family we are today. My internship was at the Carlyle Group, which is a global and finance investment firm. During my internship, I was learning so much, so fast. I started to work AV and both help desk teams, picking up extra work, closing out double the amount of tickets. In doing so, I was able to put myself on worldwide global board with top 20 techs who closed the most tickets monthly, and I was really proud of myself. After today, I hope that I'll be working somewhere in my field very soon, making a salary that allows me to live comfortably and do what I love to do best, all while helping others around me. I would love to give back to my family and make sure that they're living just as comfortably as I am. In the next 10 years, I hope to be opening my own help desk and AV company named KillTech that eventually expands to KillTech software development and IT education for the youth. To my Europe family, I want you all to know that every last one of you, my cohort members, made an impact on my Europe journey in some type of way. Whether it was Lauren keeping a smile on my face, Isaiah telling me I'm one of a kind a lot, Camilla always being there to talk, or anybody else just busting a joke to keep a smile on everyone else's face. We all help each other through this, and we all have a friend in me forever. That goes for everybody. I wish you all the best, and I have no doubt that we'll be more than successful in life. I would like to put the spotlight on our amazing staff. Sometimes we could be a little more to handle, but they always try their best to put us through, help us through whatever, whenever, and I could be more than appreciative in that. All this just to say, listen to your parents. On a merciless note, anything you want to do in life, you can do it successfully, just to let your imagination stop you. Thank you.
Thank you for that, Nikhil. Now we will hear from Kevin Rivas, representing the Ignite Learning community.
Good morning, Europe graduates, staff, and esteemed guests. I am elated to see so many faces and names. Amongst all the chaos that is going on in the world, we're all gathered here today to celebrate something extraordinary, us. Like many of us, I too have faced my fair share of hardships, obstacles, defeats, and failures. Prior to joining Europe, I was never satisfied with my accomplishments. I was always told I would never be good enough, succeed, or get anywhere in life. I've always been the type of person who loved proving people wrong. I've always made it my goal to prove people wrong. I love doing it so much. I hadn't proven myself wrong and proven them right. I'd accepted being called a failure, so I let myself become one. It took one person to push me over the edge and made me realize that I was self-destructing. The reason why his words affected me the most was because I respected him the most. We both had a similar history, a rough childhood, graduated high school together, attended the same community college with similar degrees, and dropped out to take care of our respective sick mom. I watched him succeed as I let myself fail. I remember when he first told me about Europe. Like some of us here, I thought it was too good to be true and that it was a scam, so I let him take the risk. It wasn't until after he completed the program that I saw everything he had accomplished and I became envious. It wasn't until then that he told me that I am a failure, but it was because I had let myself become one. So I decided to make a change for the better. So I patched things up with my parents, moved back in with them, and committed everything to Europe with the cybersecurity track instead of completing my final semester for my engineer associates. They say you don't get to choose your family, but we all chose to do Year Up. So I am happy and proud to call all of you my family. And that is what Europe has given me, a family-like community that wants me to succeed, not for their own personal gain, but for my own well-being. An amazing community with even better support that I never thought I could ever experience, with even a more strict structure. It has opened opportunities and has given me a sense of belonging within the cybersecurity field, something I've never felt before, which led me to become one of the first Europe interns with Dominion Energy, a company that had welcomed me with open arms and it was willing to teach me anything, even if it didn't pertain to my position. They allowed me to network and shadow with other teams and departments like the Cybersecurity Operations Center and the Forensics team, while also making sure I am developing my skills as a cybersecurity administrator in the Security Controls Department. The great Muhammad Ali once said, "What you're thinking about, you're becoming." And that is what my plans are after Europe, becoming successful. I plan to continue in this mindset of success as I pursue opportunities for cybersecurity analysts. I have tasted victory as I've earned my Security Plus, CISA Plus, CSAP, Splunk Core User, Power, and Admin certifications. I'm far from done as I continue to strive towards my goal to become a forensic examiner or part of an incident response team. To quote Ali once more, he is not courageous enough to take risk when accomplish nothing in life. That is how we all started Year Up, by taking a risk, and how we will all continue afterwards. We were always told through this journey that this was a competition, that we are competing amongst each other. It's true. We were competing, but we're competing amongst ourselves. We're competing against our former selves to break our bad habits, to get over our fear of public speaking, and by taking an initiative to do more. To quote my fellow graduate, Josh Matson, we're all special. We are special because we did all of this through an enormous amount of adversity. We're the first class to do this, and because of this, we are stronger. Don't let yourself fall behind and let others define who you are. I would love to end my Europe journey with the first few words I started with back in orientation, when I took my first risk. Hi, my name is Kevin. Thank you.
Thank you, Kevin. We will now hear remarks from Arlington Site Director Lisa Wiley, Alexandria Site Director Nicole Esquadro, and Woodbridge Site Director Deidre Boykin.
LC Uplift. Up what? Uplift. Just a note from your site director. What a journey this has been. And as you graduate on today, Epic graduates, I wanted to say congratulations, job well done, you did it.
Alexandria graduates, I am so proud of each and every one of you. In an unprecedented time, you showed grit and perseverance and focus. Thank you for all the ways that you've shown up in the last year, and especially in the last 4 months. Stay in touch, stay engaged as alumni. We want to hear about all the amazing and exciting things that are coming your way. Congratulations.
Good day, good people. It's your friendly neighborhood site director. I am coming to you to say congratulations to the class of July 2020. In the very beginning during orientation, I shared with you, do not embarrass me. And not only have you not embarrassed me, you have made me so incredibly proud. You have gone through L&D and internship, not only with regular conditions, but in the midst of a pandemic and social unrest. And you have come out on the other side as year up graduates, as young professionals, and some of you with jobs. So I am so incredibly proud of you. The sky is the limit, and keep making not only me, but yourselves proud. You did this, you've excelled, you've achieved, and the sky's the limit. Thank you.
Thank you for those wonderful remarks. It is always nice and truly rewarding to hear student reflections and see the impact that Year Up has had over time. Now we will hear from our third student speaker, Rodell Wood, representing the Infinity Learning Community.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Rodell Wood. This is my graduation speech. If you would have told me back in L&D we would have been graduating from home, I wouldn't have believed you. If you would have told me I would have multiple certifications and am now a Scrum Master, I wouldn't have believed you. My journey to Year Up was different from most, as I applied to the program 3 times. My brother Naeem told me about the program he successfully graduated from. He told me the program changed his life, and at that time, that was something I needed. I wanted better for myself. I had big dreams. I always have. Year Up has impacted my life in great ways. It truly showed me my grit. I had to be up at 5 a.m. every morning just to make it to school on time. Year Up showed me that there are people who care about you, care about not just your professionalism, but also you as a human being, as a person. They give you the tools to succeed, build yourself as well as build your brand. They put me in the presence of people who cared. When I needed some advice or just someone to talk to, they were always there. Or if they didn't have the time, they made the time. Whether it was setting up something for a later day or immediately telling me to sit down and let's talk. I learned to control what you can control. I truly didn't understand that statement until I was faced with adversity. I can go on and be up here all day, but I just want to thank the Europe staff that I have gotten to know over this past year. Thank you for allowing me to grow and never letting me settle. Internship was a one-of-a-kind experience for me. Once again, being placed in a new setting, new environment around such great people. I had an amazing manager, Kaylin Romage. Now with Kaylin, I honestly don't know where to begin other than thank you. I appreciate you for everything, from our weekly meetings, the lunches, helping me build my resume. You gave me room to vent. You gave me room to express my emotions. And for that, I'm forever grateful. My plans post Year Up, I want to continue to motivate, continue to spread love and positivity. The world we live in still hasn't figured out we were put on earth to love, not to hate or judge anyone because nobody's perfect. You have to make mistakes in order to grow. And to my fellow graduates, I just want to say, being at 3 different sites, we didn't get a chance to get to really know each other, but I just want to say to all of you, I'm proud of you. We made it through L&D and internship. Everybody here on this stage has a bright future. Remember what we learned. Remember your why. Remember how we fought to get to this moment. And don't forget the people who stayed down with you. Never forget the ones who got you here. And never forget the people that's been in your corner and is still in your corner. And always believe in yourself. Because how would you expect somebody to believe in you if you don't believe in yourself? And to my LC Infinity and my Alexandria community, you guys now hold family ties in my heart. We became a family in this past year, and that means everything to me. We stayed down, we fought, we pushed ourselves to limits we thought we would never reach. Thank you guys for always showing me and each other love. Thank you for letting me know I motivated you because you motivated me as well. I will continue to motivate you post Year Up. I'm here whenever you need me, forever and always. And in the words of Drake, I live for the days I can't remember with the people that I won't forget. And I won't ever forget you guys. And I just want to end this by saying, our skin is not a crime. Odds always stacked against us. We constantly rise above day in and day out. And this is what I call Black excellence. We all are excellence. I love the skin I'm in, and you should too. And if you're not for the cause of change, then fall in line and watch as we change the world. Once again, my name is Rydell Wood. Thank you.
Thank you, Rydell. We will now have presentation of awards.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Carla Brooks, Program Manager for LC Empower. My colleagues and I are here to announce the students who were selected by their peers for the Dave Reddick Award for Excellence and the Chris Mello Award for Leadership. First, let me explain the meaning for each of these awards. During Year-Up's initial startup phase, Alta Communications provided Year-Up with office space, saving us substantial money and time. Alta has also been an invaluable supporter of Year-Up since its inception by providing mentors, tutors, guest presenters, administrative resources, and donations. In short, Alta kept us under its wing as we learned to fly. We were all deeply saddened by the tragedy that struck Alta on September 11, 2001, when two of their employees were killed in the terrorist attacks. Dave Reddick and Chris Mello were incredible men on so many different levels. In memory of Dave and Chris, we've established 2 annual awards in their honor, given to Year-Up graduates who embody the legacy of these 2 extraordinary individuals. The Dave Reddick Award for Excellence. Dave inspired others to excel and held incredibly high standards for his own actions and behavior. He established a standard of excellence for others to follow. Dave consistently pursued excellence in his own work and encouraged others to do the same. The Chris Mello Award for Leadership. Throughout his life, Chris was a leader. Both on and off the sports field, Chris quietly established himself as an exceptional leader. He led with his actions, with both his commitment and his work ethic. He led with his actions, with his commitment, with his work ethic, and with his integrity. And now I will share the award recipients for Empower Learning Community. This graduate modeled excellence for his colleagues from the onset of the cohort, from being one of the students who spearheaded study groups for IT certification attainment to being one of the pillars of his coaching group. He continued to meet each challenge with grit and positivity. His peers had this to say about him. He's truly someone who motivates everyone to stay on their grind and always has a goal. Without him, none of us would have gotten our Google IT certification. From the start of the program, he's taken the initiative to strive in everything from earning his Google IT certification to finding resources to use and share with colleagues during COVID-19. It is my pleasure to present the Dave Reddick Award for Excellence to my coachee, Isaiah McMillian. The Chris Mello Award for Leadership. Any program manager can tell you about the curse of the first professional of the week, where oftentimes the first student to earn this award has a difficult time maintaining this level of professionalism throughout the program. This was not the case for this graduate, the cohort's first professional of the week for LC Empower. His leadership is marked by these accolades from his peers. He has been leading this cohort since day 1 of orientation. We all know this man is a natural born leader. He has very high potential to be a truly influential person. And I believe if he wanted to, he could change the world. It is my pleasure to present the Chris Mello Award for Leadership to Nikhil Gilbert. Erica Collins, Program Manager for LC Ignite, will now present her awards.
Thank you, Carla. For the Dave Reddick Award, this graduate is described by his peers as someone who is extremely helpful and selfless. He is one who constantly pushes and motivates his peers to do their very best. He's a focused individual who prides himself on exceeding expectations. This is seen through him being one of the first within the community to earn multiple Microsoft Office certifications. His exceptional drive, along with his positive attitude, has made him a great asset to the Ignite community. I am pleased to present the Dave Reddick Award for Excellence to Herman Guzman Castro. For the Chris Mello Award, this graduate is described by his peers as a natural leader, an influencer, and very ambitious. He is one who leads by example and maintains a positive outlook even through challenges. He not only leads, but he shows others that they are capable of leading as well. He has taken initiative to enhance his learning, which is shown through earning his CYSA certifications and AWS certification as well. His work ethic is inspiring and is shown through his willingness to take on any opportunity that comes his way. I'm delighted to present the Chris Mello Award for Leadership to Stephen Nam. I will now pass it to Nicola Squadro, who is the acting program manager for LC Infinity.
Thank you, Erica. If you follow Year Up NCR on Instagram, you're probably already familiar with this graduate as he took followers on a day in the life of a Year Up student. What you saw of this graduate in those stories, from the time he was on the bus to Year Up at 5 a.m. to the time he was on his way home at 6 p.m., is who he is as a person. Smart, engaging, genuine, and possessing a ton of perseverance. Throughout Year Up, he earned the following awards: Professional of the Week, Work Hard, Have Fun, Dependability, and Academic Excellence. And yet, as proud as he is of all of these accomplishments, he's probably most proud of the relationships he's built and the family he's created at Year Up. As you heard in his graduation speech, he is full of love, and I would add, excellence. It is my pleasure to present the Dave Reddick Award for Excellence for LC Infinity to my coachee, Rodell Wood. This next award winner had a few different roles while at Year Up: baby Canali, mom of the LC, speaker of the house. Whatever role she played, she was always a leader and a role model, the epitome of grit and determination and dedication. And whatever she put her mind to, she accomplished it with immense grace and intellect. I don't know if she always knew how much her colleagues looked up to her and listened to her, a sign of her own humility on top of everything else, but they did, tremendously so. She was a true leader, one whose warmth and kindness can fill a room. I am so happy to award the Chris Mello Award for Leadership to Sharday Brown. And now, Herbert Gay, Program Manager for LC Unlimited.
Thank you, Nicole, and good morning all. Excellence is defined as the quality of being outstanding or extremely good. The recipient receiving an award for excellence arrived at orientation week showcasing those qualities. It was evident in the way they spoke, showed them doing program activities, and even the quality of work they submitted. Throughout this year, this young adult also set some goals for themselves, and one of those was to obtain a Network Plus certification, which they did. Now they're studying for their CCNA. Here are some ways that they were described by their peers. This person is very supportive of their peers academically, always willing to give the tough feedback, and when asked to represent the community, they showed up very professional. It's my honor to present the Dave Reddick Award for Excellence to Nathaniel Producia. Okay. As stated by Cory Booker, leadership is not a position or a title, it is action and example. This individual exhibited leadership actions throughout their Year Up experience. Here are a few ways they were described by their peers. A great leader, very consistent, strong voice, hard worker, and motivating to their peers. This young adult held both students and staff to high expectations. This young adult led by example. They were always the first to volunteer to participate in any programmatic activities. It's my honor to present the Chris Mello Award for Leadership to Diana Alvarado. I will now pass it over to Whitley Benson, Program Manager for LC Uplift.
Thank you, Herb. In collecting nominations for the awards, I realized the central theme and character trait about this graduate: excellence. From the words of his peers, this recipient has demonstrated high standards for his own actions and behaviors. He consistently pursues excellence in his own work and encourages the same in others. Another colleague stated, "I believe his determination and leadership is unmatched. His positive attitude has helped many in the cohort to endure these troubling times. He has been one of the first to congratulate and announce the accomplishments of others by literally writing their names on every whiteboard in the building." One of his software colleagues stated, I'm pretty sure Gerald Shertavian himself created this miracle to be the perfect year of student. It is my honor to present Miracle Adebanjo, the Reddick Award for Excellence. The recipient for the Mello Award for Leadership consistently led by example for his peers. As noted by a colleague, he is reliable, amicable, and dedicated. He stands out positively within the community. His strong, humble presence and bold, persuasive speech moves everyone around him in an uplifting manner. Another peer stated, while not being too involved with his work and performance, I've seen the most leadership in him when it comes to projects and assignments. I overheard some conversations where he was the one leading the team. He seemed to always keep a level head and never let his personal life get in the way. To me, a leader is someone who not only addresses the issues that need to be handled, but are not afraid to be honest when it comes to speaking up. He's done that more than anyone in the community, and he deserves this award. It is my pleasure to present the Mello Award for Leadership to my coachee, Mr. Joseph Gay.
Congratulations again to all of our Dave Reddick and Chris Mello Award recipients. It is an honor to be recognized for those achievements, and you should all be proud because we certainly are. Our next student speaker for the morning is representing the Unlimited Learning Community.
I was a shy kid in the back of the class, the one who spoke only when necessary. Presenting in front of people was my worst nightmare, and I just took that struggle as a given, rather than to work on it and improve. Enter Year Up. Going into the program, I wanted to stand out. I knew being reserved wouldn't help me, especially not in the professional environment. In the summer before I began Year Up, I made it my goal to practice having more confidence, doing things like walking up to a random person in a store and striking up a conversation. Looking back, it seems kind of silly, but it definitely helped me with my goal. I saw an area where I could grow and set out ways to address it head on. Year Up was the best environment for me to continue to flourish. The skills taught, as well as the resources provided, combined to help mold me into a confident and career-ready individual. With the Lord guiding my every step, I was able to put my best self on display and to make the most of the opportunity given to me within the Year program. From learning together the importance of critical thinking to laughing together during our Cedar lessons, the bonds formed within the Unlimited Learning community has been great to be a part of. In the library, we all talk to each other, understanding the significance of having a community of individuals with the same goal, encouraging one another as we progress toward it. As internship began, I remember how nervous I was the first couple of weeks. I didn't feel like I could truly be confident without knowing the necessary material like the back of my hand. But then I realized I could confidently ask questions. I could combine both confidence and curiosity to become a hungry intern, hungry for knowledge. Not only could I ask questions during my internship, everyone at Capital One was willing to answer them and happy to do so. I networked with multiple people, from directors to senior managers and so on. Regardless of the title, they were willing to answer the questions I had. Adding to this new mentality was the amazing work done by Sarah Stubbs and Naomi Smuha to push us interns to strive to be our best selves during our time at Capital One. From the help I received from the Power Bar by Nahid, Bakash, and countless more, to executive support, I was able to solidify my technical foundation. On the executive support team, I had a valuable experience and was given great advice and opportunity from my manager, Corey Anderson, and the rest of the team. Once the pandemic forced everyone to work from home, I can honestly say I felt very discouraged and lacked motivation for that first week. However, spending time in prayer and reading the Word of God, I was able to take a step back and see things as they stood. I still had months of internship left, and I could decide to make the most of it or continue to feel discouraged and do nothing about it. So I formed a schedule to remain productive. I studied for my Network Plus and eventually got the certification. I continued to network virtually and assisted my team by managing the ticketing queue. I was kept focused by being held accountable by those who helped mentor me within Capital One, such as Sarah, Frank Hughes, and Miranda Brown. Along with the tremendous support shown by my parents who raised me the Bolivian way, I was able to stay on track and to exhibit adaptability given the pandemic situation. After Europe, I plan on continuing my education and to start by obtaining my associates in information technology and then go for my bachelor's. In addition, I plan on continuing to obtain certifications and growing intellectually within my field. To conclude, the structure that I needed to grow as a professional was given to me and everyone else who entered the Europe program. I wish to thank the staff wholeheartedly for not only teaching us what it takes to succeed in the corporate world, but to do so passionately. From Herb giving us much needed feedback to help us grow, to Jamar simplifying situations that we would unnecessarily complicate, such as, hey Jamar, if I was out sick with the flu when you gave this assignment last week, do I still have to do it? I also want to thank Gabby and our coaching group for encouraging one another throughout the program. Ultimately, I credit my journey and what I was able to accomplish to my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. I wish all my fellow graduates the best moving forward, to never grow tired of learning or to settle for mediocrity. I have seen all of you flourish during our year in the program, and the development of each person has been amazing to witness. Keep your heads up and stay connected. Our paths should not end here. This is just the start for all of us.
Thank you, Nathaniel. Our final student speaker is Sam Sordo, who is representing the Uplift Learning Community.
Hello, everyone, and good morning, Europe staff, parents, friends, and graduating class of July 2020. Before I commence my speech, I want to thank everyone who nominated me. A special thanks goes out to my coach, Jackie Ramsey, and to my whole coaching group, Miracle, my fellow coachee, who called me to make sure I'd accept my invitation to speak among this very talented group of individuals. Trust me, he did not take no for an answer. So thank you guys. You all motivated and inspired me to be here. Without you all, I truly believe I would not have made it this far. I also want to thank my family, my nephew and sister, who may call me ugly, might even bug me, but will always hug me because they love me. To Hillary, the woman who knows me best, always manages to put a smile on my face. And also to my mom, mi madre. Sé que no siempre fui un hijo perfecto, y sé que hubo muchas veces que tal vez te decepcioné. Entonces quisiera dedicarte este discurso para mostrarte que si me pongo las pilas, te haré orgullosa. Te prometo. It's such an honor for me to be speaking with you all today. Congratulations to all of you graduates and to the families and friends present who are celebrating this incredible milestone with us. Like many of you, I had no prior experience in the track I chose to enroll in. I came in as a blank canvas, and now I'm graduating as fine art. But I'm not the only one. This class of July 2020 is a mural that stretches across every bit of land representing every ethnicity. You are all, without a doubt, a masterpiece. That was only possible through the virtue and the determination each of us displayed over the past year. We can credit all of our success to the rigorous training we endured and to the countless hours we spent digging into the knowledge pool that is the World Wide Web. We managed to make use of the tools provided to us by Europe, and the immense support we received by our professors and student services proved to be what we needed in order to bring our talents to the world. But it was not easy, no, not even a little. I know most of you have had to face many trials and tribulations just to be here. On top of that, we were witnesses to the world nearly plunging into war, the whole coronavirus, quarantine madness, the racial injustices that wreak havoc within our communities, plus so much more. I've personally lived through the hardest year of my life. During the beginning of my internship as a QA tester for Allegis, I found out that I was going to be a father, which I kept secret for a bit. It's just not much to celebrate, knowing you're bringing an innocent and beautiful blessing into such a chaotic world. It's not much to celebrate when your fiance has contracted the virus. Now you must remain distant despite your natural instinct to protect and nurture her. All the meanwhile, having to stay on top of a very hectic student and intern work regimen. Every day is a constant battle. Some days I fear I won't be able to provide for my loved ones who now depend on me, especially for the little boy who'll call me dad one day. But as I look beyond this screen, I can see most of your faces. And I can tell that some of you relate and sympathize with me. That's why this group is so special. You all know the struggle is real, yet you all continue to mold, adapt, overcome, persist, and you continue to fight. There have been times this year where I wanted to give up, but when I look at each of you, I remember my why. You all helped me to understand what being great looks like. I've learned how to support others like Miracle. I learned how to be fearless when I talk like Janari. I learned how to be a tech whiz like Spencer Syed. I even learned how to dribble between the legs and step back into a shot like my friend Robbie. And I can go on. See, I've absorbed a little bit of greatness from each of you this past year. And now that I hope with this speech, I can give a little something back. A reminder to all of you that we, myself included, are more than just another network. We're family now. You all helped me to realize that, and I'm truly grateful to have been a part of this experience. When the day comes, you find yourselves on the brink of giving up, remember this moment. It's your moment. Remember the past year, and more importantly, remember each other. 10 years from now, I'm going to let everyone know that I never gave up and that I never gave in. I'll tell you how I helped raise the healthy baby boy and that I'm happily married wherever I'm living at. And it's all thanks to the career I gained working tirelessly day in and day out. 10 years from now, I want you all to tell me how you never gave up and that you never gave in. Tell me how you became the successful businessman or businesswoman that you are. Inspire me with your tales of greatness and how you became your boss's boss. Tell me how you went back to got your associates. Tell me how it felt giving that amazing presentation in front of that arrogant coworker of yours who said you couldn't do it. I have high expectations for this group, and not just Uplift, but also for the rest of the Europe family. I know I won't be disappointed in the things you all will accomplish. So, Uplift. Let's live up to the name bestowed upon our beautiful little cohort by continuing to uplift one another to the top. And to the other LCs, even though we didn't get a chance to interact as much as we would have wanted, I just know you'll all feel me when I say, there's a throne waiting for each and every single one of you kings and queens. You just gotta go out there and take it. You're already royalty in my eyes. Now, go make the rest of the world a believer too. Congratulations, class of July 2020, and thank you.
Thank you, Sam, Nathaniel, Radell, Kevin, and Nikhil. Those were all amazing reflections. All right, so for the moment that we have all been waiting for, we will now take this time to celebrate our interns as they will become graduates of Year Up. Students, be sure you are using the chat box and reactions to congratulate one another. Presenting Learning Community in Power, Basilwit Ashetti, Janae Burnett, Lauren Johnson, Isaiah McMillian, Tiara Evans, Mariah Reed, Donnell Winfield, Olivia Blaylock, Daniel Solomon, Zutsuit Telahun, Ashanti Udrum, Kevin Wynn, Root Bogale, Jonathan Garcia, Charity Harvey, Besufakad Kana, AOL Zudu, Brianna Mans, Hiwat Andarji, Nikhil Gilbert, Kumila Shahid, Kashmir Robertson, Jaden Tapp, Kamari Stover Queen, Marcus Jones, Sada Mahmood, Meklit Banti, Jacob Nelson, Presenting Learning Community Ignite. Lavisa Kabir, Blanca Benavides, Sajid Saeed, Sydney Todd, Alhaji Ba, Eliana Torres, Thomas Cowan II, Samaya Nadif, Medina Kaiskin, Nayana Brown Easter, Ernesto Espinoza, Jonathan Mendez, Haiti Umanzor, Mercedes Gordado, David Kusi, Kevin Rivas, Tavon Ut, Mercy Osei Shude, Jonathan Hernandez, Stephen Nam, Ruth Marie Erskine, Martha Rivera, Joshua Matson, Sandra Chikis, Herman Guzman Castro, Christian Padilla, Amer Sabir, Ricky Saturn, Melissa Hyde, Octavian Chisholm Ebarb, Serafio Abraha, Francisco Diaz Huerta, Harpinder Singh, Jose Posada Staff, Erica Membrano, presenting Learning Community Infinity, Anthony Coleman, Ashley Joya, Brandon Cooley, Sherlyn Hernandez, Tiaba Odom, Cardell Smith, Kalia Fox, Shanti Colbert, Beta Miriam Bekele, Deshara Gaines, Shavar Clark, Tyreek Whitehead, Adrian Kearse, Freddie Alvarado Elman, Rhodesia Fox, Malik Knoll, Mariah Mims, Sharday Brown, Tajane Smith, Caitlin Riley, Chelsea Saunders, Marcus McCoy, Nicholas Diaz, Radell Wood, Warsama Harad. Presenting Learning Community Unlimited, Ashley Manzor, Felman Bukre, Jelosi Nihemana, Miron Yehabisa, Mohammed Rafi, Rivaldo Portillo, Rory Wolf, Antonio Bilson, Chase Carter, Cindy Robbins, Diana Alvarado, Jude Amoa, Martha Sanchez, Yite Ba, Alejandra Garcia, David Simmons, George Torres, Lehia Cordova Vasquez, Michael Owusu, Obey Khalid, Rodrigo Camargo, Ali Raha, David Opong, Michelle Colorado, Nathaniel Prudencio, Ohane Sarkad, Yasir Indorwala, Ahmad Rashid, Akila Parks, Benjamin Chiang, Joel Omanzor, Michael Squire, Kristen Henriquez, Samima Akhtar. Presenting Learning Community Uplift. Aaron Brew, Amira Johnson, Yasir Endor, Bethel Groom, Maggie Zhang, Miracle Adobanjo, Samuel Sordo, Alexis Watkins, Dennis Barrios, Everett Turner, Kiwani Mulugeta, Robbie Bugu Young, Tamia McMillian, Tomas Berhane, Asaminich Teklemariam, Brooke Miseladis, Desiree Galvez, Emmaus Waldu, Fatumata Conere, Jarrell Boat, Juan Herrera, Spencer Jameson, Alonzo Mutyambizi, Brianna McGusty, Nana Giamfi, Noelia Luna, Janari Mitchell, Joseph Gay, Justice Huff, Kendrick Baldwin, Kennedy Anderson Brown, Matthew Berrios, Shakima Williams, Jonathan Joseph, Linnea Gordon, Mia Scott, Shabria Lipscomb, Tyler Medford, Yanixia Ochoa Gutierrez, Deshelle Carter, Galila Asifa, Roy Negrosa, Samuel Manning, Syed Khan, Summer Johnson, Zacharina Dunke. Congratulations to the class of July 2020. Now, we'll hear testimonials from Year Up graduates.
Hello, everyone. My name is Asaminit Teklemariam. I'm from the Arlington site. My learning community is Uplift. My track is software development, and I'm currently in the cybersecurity field. My Europe journey has been amazing. It was very challenging, yet very rewarding. I have grown so much in the past year. I have all the right skills and the experience that I need to be successful in the corporate world. And that's all thanks to the Europe program. I honestly do not recognize the person I was a year ago. So thank you, Year Up, and glory be to God. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Aviza Kabir. I'm a cybersecurity student at the Weaver site. Life can be pleasing, but it can also take unexpected turns, and we've all experienced it, especially from this pandemic. It's something that brought us down, but we all got back up on our feet, and here we are today celebrating the successes of so many students with many bright futures. So big congrats to all the students graduating today, and good luck to all the upcoming interns. I am very blessed to say that I'm graduating this program with a bigger family than what I had when I entered the building to begin this journey of mine. I wish you all the very best. Thank you.
I have the pleasure of introducing Shaylin Tucker, Europe alumni, class of January 2020, and member of LC Uplift, who will lead you in the charge of the alumni oath. Shaylin Tucker is currently an Autobahn project coordinator and project manager for Aliado Solutions, LLC. She's working toward becoming a certified Splunk consultant as well as an accredited Splunk sales engineer in the next few months. Shaylin graduated with the Year Up class of January 2020, where she was awarded the Academic Excellence Award for Software Development and the Dave Riddick Award for Excellence. During the Year Up program, she was on the Software Development Splunk track, a student ambassador, and a peer tutor. Please join me in welcoming Shaylin Tucker.
Thank you so much, Whitley, and thank you everyone for joining us here today. To the graduates, I am very proud of you all for making it to graduation. This is a huge achievement. When I was an intern, I was the only intern working remotely, and it was very challenging. For you all to come together, adapt, and overcome and thrive in this difficult and short period amount of time is amazing. I am honored to be leading you all in the alumni oath today. Now, please repeat after me. I pledge that as a member of the Year Up National Alumni Association,
I pledge that as a member of the Year Up National Alumni Association,
I will continue to uphold and promote Year Up's mission and core values.
I will continue to uphold and promote Year Up's mission and core values.
I will strive for excellence and realize my potential.
I will strive for excellence and realize my potential.
I will use my time and talents to contribute to the success of Year Up, its students, and its alumni.
I will use my time and talents to contribute to the success of Year Up, its students, and its alumni.
I will take action in the movement to close the opportunity divide.
I will take action in the movement to close the opportunity divide.
I take this oath freely as a promise to lift while I climb and to be a lifelong ambassador of Year Up.
I take this oath freely as I promise to live while I climb and to be a lifelong ambassador of Year Up.
Congratulations to the graduating class of July 2020. You are all now officially alumni.
Congratulations again to Year Up National Capital Regions, class of July 2020. As we come to the close of our July 2020 graduation, I would like to introduce Dwayne Reed, Site Director, for closing remarks. Please welcome Dwayne.
Good afternoon. I want to thank all of you for joining us today to celebrate our Year Up National Capital Region graduates. But before we go any further, I hear there was one name that was left off and we cannot do that. So I want to congratulate Dominique Riley with LC Ignite. Congratulations, Dominique. I don't know about you, but these moments never get old as we acknowledge the hard work, perseverance, and ingenuity of our young adults. Graduates, as you can see, we are extremely proud of your accomplishments here today. You have learned many lessons. You have lived the core values. You've earned amazing internships. And for many of you, you've made the most of your opportunities. Your individual accomplishments today are commendable. And what's more important to me is that you are now part of a movement to close the opportunity divide. As our former executive director, now managing director, Ghislaine St. Just used to quote, "If you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together." None of us succeeds alone. And so while in this moment, you take a moment to thank your support systems, we also want to recognize that Year Up has an incredible support system. A special thank you with deep gratitude to our partners, without whom we would be unable to move our mission forward. We thank our volunteers and our community partners for being an active part in the training and mentoring of these amazing young adults, specifically and especially our college partner, Northern Virginia Community College. To our corporate partners, we thank you for your investment into Year Up and into each of these young adults. I encourage you to take the next step in achieving the best return on your investment by hiring these young adults to be permanent employees at your companies. I would be negligent today if I didn't take a moment to honor and acknowledge the many employees of Year Up in the National Capital Region and across our organization who have done so much as a part of the lives of our young adults and our graduates. I would just like to name Sabrina Ican. I would like to name Casey Kidder. I would like to name our operations team in Gloria Best and many others who are going to be leaving the organization, but have done so much in their time here to make Year Up a wonderful place and to make the Year Up National Capital Region best in class. As we end our ceremony today, we leave looking forward to the collective impact these graduates will have on their communities. We stand with these young adults as we continue to work in service of closing the opportunity divide. Thank you for joining us today and being a part of this important movement.
Thank you, Dwayne, for those closing remarks. And thank you to everyone who viewed and participated in this event. That concludes our July 2020 graduation.
Yes, sir.
Let's go!
Mama, I did it.
Singing 9:45.
Oh, okay.
Snaps for Arnell singing. She mad I played the whole thing. I am.
Go Arnell!
Y'all made me feel so much better. I was like, oh. Y'all, it took her 7 minutes to start talking after she sang because she was mad. I knew what was going on.
Oh my God.
But thank you, snaps to you, Arnell. Anybody else? Anything else? I did it.
Let's
I'm
go.
not gonna fly and give away the award winners.
We made it. We made it.
Well, thank you for that suggestion. Sorry. Anything else? Any other suggestions? I'm talking so fast. You are coming out the gate with us.
Y'all get how nerve-wracking this is.
We got you. We got you.
Yeah, it's a little nerve-wracking, so I'll be trying to speed past it. I'll pace myself.
That's all I see is a bush. All I see is a bush, maybe a bed in the background or a chair or something. So you can take your virtual background off. So we can take virtual backgrounds off. Can y'all? I just don't want to see your families and naked babies in the background. I promise. That's what I don't want. Much adjusting. Cause y'all know y'all gonna be the one. Camera gonna be on you and y'all scratching your nose.
Thanks for coming. You guys are the bomb. This is awesome. I'm out.
Done.
All right, we done.
Congratulations.
We did it.
My stream's still going?
We did it.
Time, are we supposed to wave now?
We're waving. We're waving.
Thank y'all.
Let's see.
Did it. I'm not waiting. I'm not doing the dumb thing. As I love you. What are they gonna do now? They're gonna do this.
You made it.
Daddy on the phone.
No more 3 hours sleep.
Tata.
Congratulations, everyone.
Thank you, Lucky Hair.
The live stream is still going.
Hey, I see